Well, it's a little bit dark to see this, but trust me, this is the old church. I think you can see the outline if I put it up there. There we go. This actually is a new church, but it's built as a replica of the old St. Charles Borromeo Catholic Church, which built a church on this site in 1791. Also in this block was the city cemetery, and not the city cemetery, but the church cemetery originally was on this site. And here, of course, in the 400 block, the Catholics owned a lot of this ground. In fact, they owned the entire block at one point in time. They also owned half of the block on the other side of the street where the gazebo is. Here we get to some lights in the gazebo. Now, there was a furniture company that operated here to about 1970, and the building was torn down in the mid-70s, and of course the gazebo was put in. The Kister Bandstand, Kister Park. Lots of fun stuff here in the 400 block. So we move down here, a building that was one time housed the Salvation Army, which now serves up suites, Riverside Suites that is. We have Thistle and Clover, which was in Stone Row at one point in time, and a building that's been extensively added onto in the rear. The earliest drawings of this building on the bird's eye view of St. Charles from 1869 don't show it going back quite so far as it does today. And here in the half of the 400 block South Main, the half of the Riverside, these buildings were not on property owned by the Catholic Church. So, and it looks like we're running out of battery. So I'm going to pretty much have to call it quits here in just a minute. I do want to say that 426 South Main down here is very interesting because it was home to the Katy Saloon, and so that's a connection to the Katy Depot, which is located currently in Frontier Park. Right next door is the so-called mother-in-law house. I say so-called because it wasn't officially called that until the 1960s. Prior to that, it was a warehouse building. You can see in the bird's eye view again, this two-story warehouse building was on this site. Apparently it was destroyed in the 1876 tornado, and this building was built on the site. Well, that pretty much is going to have to conclude our tour of Main Street for tonight, but I certainly hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope you enjoy watching these videos. I wish I could have made it down the entire street before the battery went out, but it is what it is. Hope you enjoyed this, and for now, we're signing off on this Christmas Eve night.